We're going to move on to the regional panels. To ensure greater consistency and consideration of the ALC's core values in regional panel decision-making by increasing the oversight of the chair of the ALC. Can the minister please tell me what the cost difference is having regional panels versus a provincial panel?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. We have made the decision with the ALC that having regional panels is a good practice in British Columbia for a province twice the size of France. It's important to have some regional expertise around the table. You know, in theory, you could have decisions being made, I guess, by one individual. I don't think that'd be appropriate either. So for that reason, it's important that we have the regional panels, and that's where I'm pleased to say the $1.6 million that were brought in through contingencies last year, roughly $600,000 last year, $900,000 plus $975,000 this year, allows the regional panels to be active in their deliberations, and it also gives that transition time as they move towards potential new fee structure, which allows them to again be self-sustaining.
Member.
Given the report by the Agricultural Land Commission Chair, I don't see support for the current system right now. In fact, the support was to move to a single panel. So I'm wondering did the minister override the chair's suggestion or recommendation for other reasons?
Minister.
The $1.6 million that was injected into the ALC through contingencies was unexpected. With that $1.6 million injection into the ALC, the chair was very confident that both last year, this year, and into transition time, the ALC would be well positioned to do the work it does in British Columbia.
Member.
Thank you. My question is clear. Is it more or less financial commitment to have a single panel or one provincial panel?
Minister.
Chair, conversations we've had with the chair, and I've had many conversations with the chair, combined with the legislative changes and the dollars injected, the chair and the panel members I've met, and I've met pretty much all of them multiple times now, they're supportive of these changes and the ability to do their job for the province of British Columbia, protecting farmland and enhancing farming.
Member.
Thank you. So 2003 to 2004, up until 2008, 2009, the cost of operating the commission under the regional panel system doubled. So can the minister please tell me, is it going to cost the commission more to sustain the regional panel systems, or would it be a cost savings and be more effective as a panel to go down to the single panel system?
Minister.
Stated earlier, cost savings wise, it probably would be cheaper to have one panel. However, you know, the member in her opening remarks yesterday mentioned her travels around the province of British Columbia, and to not have individuals who at least have some knowledge that perhaps the Peace River is a little bit different than Kamloops as it is to perhaps Lower Mainland might be disrespectful to the farming community. So this allows, I would think, a better sort of regional understanding of farming issues in the agricultural community that the ALC has to deal with. So I think the decision to have a regional panel system, as it has been for a very long period of time, is the right one, providing they have the dollars to do so. And that's, again, why I'm pleased that the $1.6 million provided last year through contingencies allows them to do their work.
Member.
Given that the budget for the Agricultural Land Commission hasn't changed in the budget estimates for this year, it makes me curious why we wouldn't be making decisions to save the commission money. Does the minister feel that the recommendations that came through in the Agricultural Land Commission Chair's report around the regional panel system, the very, very in-depth conversation that he had with stakeholders, means nothing to the Ministry of Agriculture?
Minister.
Chair, without hesitation, I will say that I have had many conversations with the chair of the ALC and with his report, and because we have changed the field though the member opposite will talk about the budget staying the same for the ALC, she will not address the $1.6 million of new money that has been injected into the ALC over the last 2 years, nor the transition planning that allows the ALC to be more self-sufficient going forward. If I felt that the chair was not supportive of the changes that were made, I would not have had them come forward. He is supportive. He has said so publicly. He has said so privately. And if the member chooses to, she can give him a call and she can find out where he stands and these as well. And if I am wrong, we will talk about that.
Member.
Thank you, Chair. What functions of the Commission are being compromised as a result of the Commission not being provided with an increase in its budget to cover the increased costs of maintaining regional panels?
Sir?
Chair, I think it's fair to say that with the legislative changes and the transitional funding, the $1.6 million that was injected last year, $600,000 last year, $975,000 this year, it has not been compromised. The ALC is better able to do the work today than it was last year and the year before.
Member.
Thank you. Does the minister feel that the issue of conflict of interest pertains to the regional panels over a single provincial panel?
Minister.
Chair, and I'm sure that's why the member was very supportive of the changes brought in, because prior to the legislative changes, the regional panels did not actually have proper oversight by the chair. The legislative changes brought in last fall for the ALC actually give the chair that oversight, so in case there is that conflict of interest arising, and I would hope it will not, but if it did happen, the chair has the ability to make sure that there is not a situation where a conflict of interest occurs.